It's got something close by too. And welcome, welcome. I saw Auntie Sherlyn said, yes, I'm here, the 44-year-old. So glad I could do tonight's call for you. All right, I'll explain that joke here in a moment, but I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully I have the right thing showing and we'll get the slideshow going. All right. So many things to see. We'll put the slideshow for tonight. All right. Cannot believe that October is about to wrap up. I mean, it's October 30th. Tomorrow is Halloween, all the kids, all the people, everyone's excited. So yes, it's also end of the month.
Girl, you look girl, you can't even see.
Oh, that might have been Kanani's house there. No. A busy one. Means tomorrow's the last day you can get the promos for October. We know product of the month is Power Ready, but you can still get your hands on your pink pepper for 10% off. There's still Harvest Spice. I actually bought 2 of them today. The Huga Bubble diffuser is still available. I'm not sure if it's 50% off, sold out, or 75% sold out at this point. But definitely snag those. Those are always great to have. Great for gifts too. And then our 200 PV promo last day is tomorrow. So to get your fiber and your white grapefruit. And then I also see our coastal blend, the coastal, the vineyard, and what is it, the Amazon one? Our escape blends are available as well. So get your hands on those because those ones are like 90% sold out. So if you haven't done that, make sure you do. We always love getting those limited time ones in our hands. So don't miss out on that. And the big excitement is our holiday products that are about to launch on the 1st. So that is Friday. Who knows if they will release them at midnight Utah time. So maybe if we're lucky, Halloween night, you might be able to get on and grab them. If not, first thing you wake up, grab the ones you want because holiday products do sell out. There's a lot of great ones this year. We've got the Euro Palm mask. We've got those 2 different trios of oils, which honestly, that's kind of how one of my customers, Kyle, really got into, not customers, hello, builders got into oils is because I gifted him a trio similar to these. These are great gifts, the trios, because they're all 5 mils. With a different oils. We have the holiday one in bright and cozy. The Yule log is available, very woodsy, so it definitely fits the title. We've got Gardenia Touch and hand cream. I feel like those 2 are going to be favorites of many. I'm excited to get that hand cream and of course the roller. And then we've got our holiday oils that everyone loves, Holiday Joy and Peace. And then the tinted lip gloss is the same one from last year. So if you didn't get it or you got one last year and you want to replace it, definitely grab your lip gloss. And then the very cutesy bubble, the emerald bubble, a bubble with the holiday piece. That one's adorable. Always that's a nice gift too. And then we've got our 2 different drops, the cinnamon and lemon lime. I love the different flavors. And then we've got the sensitive skin carrier oil and our organic honey infused with a wild orange. We got to try it at convention. It's really yummy. It's not too orangey, like you're like, ugh, but it's just the right amount. And I know it's going to be delicious in some tea. And I've been drinking some tea lately, so I can't wait to get my organic honey. And we, of course, want to support the bees. So get your honey and get the organic honey because that's the quality that we want to be purchasing. But maybe throw in the chat which product you're most excited to purchase here in November. Again, how is it November already? I don't see it. I think I'm most excited about the gardenia and the honey. Yep, Brittany's too. We are thinking alike there. Yep, very, again, Danny too. That's so funny. Someone just texted me, do you know what the gardenia smells
Today
like?
is the day before the twins are gonna bring more. They're
I'm
gonna bring more.
definitely breathing. Oh, hi everyone. I'm gonna see if I can change the mute upon entry. I always forget how to do that. If not, that's okay. People will have to remember. It's totally fine. All right. Oh, and Kanani wants the bubble. And that's what Janice said today too. She's like, I can't wait for the emerald bubble. And then the lip gloss too. Yes, all of it. Super stoked for all of it. It's the best time of year. I turned it all mute on. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Liza. Okay, we're going to keep on keeping on. So we're moving forward with our series. And I am lucky enough to have the next generation here of oil users. So we're talking about the millennials today. And millennials, this chunk of the ages that we're looking at for tonight is 30 to 44. And so this area would be millennials, which I fall in because I'm 44. So I'm at the cusp there. And so I did a little bit of research and I got this image. I thought it was kind of a nice just overview of this generation. It's a little grainy, apologize, is the best I could find. But who are they? Millennials were born between 1980 and 2000. There's 80 million of us in the US. And I thought this was interesting too. We're the most ethnically and racially diverse. And then another interesting fact about us millennials is that we grew up alongside technology. So we grew up as Facebook was being created and Twitter and YouTube and Instagram, like these are things that were happening and being invented as we were getting older. So we would be considered kind of digital natives in that regard. And we really got to see both sides, which, you know, I look back on my childhood and I'm so glad I grew up in a time without phones and iPads and all the things to distract us. So we could just be kids, and be in the moment so much more. So this generation matters a lot. We are at least 50% of the work force, if not more at this point, because that was at 2020. And then by 2030, we'll be 75% of the workforce, which is really crazy. This group aspires to make a difference with their work, which I completely agree with. People are looking for, things that matter and that are going to change the world. Confident, have high expectations, achievement oriented. And I definitely agree with this kind of in the peak of our lives. It's kind of the most demanding and rewarding time with everything that we're balancing, careers, health, families, friends, and more. We have the energy for it, I guess, kind of. No, we do. Even more so with our VMG and more. But we do have that stress, that burnout, and unknown deficiencies in our diet and other things. So that's kind of an overview. But I had to say, I don't quite consider myself a millennial. And I have heard this a couple of times. I'm sure maybe a couple of us on the call would agree. But there's they call this almost an in-between or transitional generation, the Xennials. So we're kind of Gen X and millennials, this little pocket of years between both generations. So we have kind of characteristics of both. So I do consider myself in this pocket, and I think Liza and Kanani definitely do as well. But like I said, kind of about that tech generation was starting, independent and skeptical. So I feel like we've got that Gen X kind of vibe, but also the innovative pushing forward as well. personal connection value, definitely nostalgic tendencies. We love all of our 80s and 90s music, as well as like MTV and this all our slap bracelets and our hypercolor shirts, all the things that um, were exciting as we were growing up. But I definitely agree. This is kind of where I land, but I'm going to be in the millennial zone for tonight because that's my young age at 44. All right. I found this image and I just had to put it on there because it just was something I could relate to. So I'm going to have you think about this mom because this mom was one of us, is many of us. What do you think, looking at this mom, feeling what this mom is feeling, what do you feel like this mom needs? Throw that in the chat. Nick says adoptive, personal connection for sure. Myo Max, on guard, concentrate, a bathtub to herself. Oh my gosh, I love all of these things. With oils, of course, lemon oil. Oh yes, to get those markers off the wall, lobotomy. Oh my goodness, these are cracking me up. I definitely would have to say all of the above. This mom needs energy plus, some recharge, Mida 2 Max. I feel like we've all been in situations like this. And even though my kids are older, we have situations like this. It might not look exactly like that, but you've got one drama over here, another drama over here, dinner's trying to be made, it's that balance. So I could relate to this mom completely, and it brought me back to when I started my oily journey. So I used to feel like this mom a lot, and I started using and got my oils when the girls were 1 and 4. And Jared was in between jobs, so it was really stressful because he was working at nights. His schedule was super sporadic, so I was taking on a lot of the childcare duties as well as the work and the house, and we had 2 dogs back then, and it was just a lot. So I was chronically having headaches, just constantly stressed, had a lot of tension, was teaching 4th grade at the time. I had to be juggling everything. I got frequent cold sores because I was on the edge of my balance of foundational health. I didn't have it. So anything would trigger my cold sores. I would get sick frequently. I just felt like emotionally a lot too. So when I look at this mom, I can relate to her. And now I'm just so grateful that I have doTERRA because I'm able to balance my emotions. I have my foundational health. My immunity is so much stronger than it used to be. And I'm able to put that that idea of putting on your oxygen mask before helping others. And I feel like that's exactly what doTERRA gives us as moms and grandmas and wherever stage in life we are. So yes, I had to share this, mom. I'm glad I don't have 3 kids, and bow down, Kanani, and others that do. 2 is plenty. All right. I'm going to share a little bit about my daily routine before we jump into listening to Dana Moore, who has done our next section of our learning. But my daily routine is my workout is first thing in the morning. I know everyone thinks I'm crazy, but it's really the only time I can fit it in. And when I'm actually have my own time, because other than that, everyone's up and busy. So thanks, Liza. So yes, I work out first thing, and then after I get off my bike or do my weights, I jump right to my sink area. I get my VMG and my Advantage, my collagen. I put it in my glass of water together. I've been doing them together, and it's great. Super easy. Chug that one down. And this is a lot. I know I drink a lot, and I'm already sweaty, and I'm like super thirsty. So then I fill a whole glass of water with my recharge, And then I start to get my other vitamins out. So I'll do my PB Restore, and I'm doing it in the morning because I used to be doing it at night. And I was reminded on a call recently, you want to get it in the morning so that it can be working in your digestive system all day. I got my new omegas, been taking the 3 a day, bone nutrient, and that's important because osteoporosis runs in my family. And so growing up, my mom was always like, take your calcium, take your calcium. And I didn't always listen, but now I do. So I take my bone nutrient. I used to take half the dose because LLV also had a component. So right now I'm still taking that half dose, which is 2 out of the 4 of the bone nutrient, but I got to do a little research with VMG to see if that's included still. So those are my absolute must-haves. And then I have some optional ones. If I am about to travel, I'm definitely taking my On Guard soft gel. If I feel sick or someone around me is sick, I'm taking those. DDR Prime, same thing in the regards of health, you know, how I'm feeling. And then adaptive capsules. Sometimes we have harder weeks, you know, and harder days. So if I know I'm going to have a rough day or I'm just kind of feeling down, I'll take an adaptive capsule for sure. And then Nick's asking about Terrazyme, and I actually haven't been taking my Terrazyme regularly. Sometimes I'll take it in the evening or if I'm having a really large meal. But not, I don't always take it. I know I probably should, but I don't. So that's like my must-haves on that list. And then at night, I'm taking a MetaPower Assist with dinner because that's usually my biggest meal of the day. And also when I'm most likely to take it because I don't remember to bring it to school. So yes, and then I thought I would throw my family's routine because a lot of us at this age, Xennials too, we're in charge of everybody. Like I'm in charge of my children's vitamins and my husband's. So I have my little station, my vitamin station with those 4 little white bowls, and those are one for each of us. And so in the morning when I'm getting mine out, I'm getting theirs out. And if if I don't put it out, they're not going to take it. I have to hound some people. Some people are pretty independent, but I get to control what they're taking, which I love. So Rhea has been preferring taking pills, so she's still on the VMZ instead of the VMG. So she'll take one of those. She's taking 2 omegas. And then I have PB Restore, of course, for her gut and her brain, all of the things. And then Ryan is my vitamin nutrient queen right now. She is on VMG and Advantage. Because she's been running so much, we added that into her routine so it would help her joints and ligaments and all the things. She's also on omegas. She takes a PB Restore, a Frank capsule too for all those running aches and pains. And then she has a recharge usually at night after she gets back from practice. And then Jared, I load him up with his LLV because he's gonna finish what I had so I can take all my VMG. And then as soon as that's out, he'll get some VMG too. Soon enough. He doesn't know this. I just keep putting the same things out. And then he definitely needs Terrazyme because of his gut. He needs that every day. So yes, that is our kind of family routine. And again, it varies, but these are like the non-negotiables for everybody. But yes, Nick, we have to put it out or it's not going to happen. But I'm really proud of Ryan. She's really made her routine hers. I don't have to remind her. I am trying to get her to remember to take it in the morning and not wait till night for her PB Restore and omegas too. So yeah, she's over here nodding away. But yes, oh, thanks, Liza. So Liza says with BMG, plus there are some digestive enzymes in there. So I don't take it in the morning anymore since I drink in the morning. I'm thinking with Terrazyme, if you have any digestive issues, you want to take more, but otherwise you can take more for heavy meals, carb heavy, etc. In the morning, I'm pretty much just eating boiled eggs and fruits. So I'm not taking that in the morning anymore. Some people still love to take it at night too, so you can wake up and be cleaned out. That's a good tip. There are some probiotics too, that's right, in the VMG, but not enough. So everyone should still be supplementing with our PB Restore. Smart, smart. All right. Awesome. So next we're going to watch Dana Moore talk about this stage of life and what her routine is, and also what all the benefits are of all these wonderful things that we're taking. So I'm going to stop my share, and Liza's going to cue it up. And then as you are watching, I just encourage you to either take notes and really start to think about your own routine. And then we'll come back and talk about it.
When you get asked to speak at convention, you worry about two things. What will I say? And what will I wear? For me, my words came easy, but my outfit did not. And my sweet husband, knowing my dilemma, who is a man, said, "Don't you have something in your closet that would work?" To which I responded with so much love, "No, darling, I do not." And I proceeded to not even look in my closet, but to shop and spend hours and time and hundreds of dollars, which I did return everything, hundreds of dollars and tons of hours to come up short. I didn't find anything that felt like me, and it was getting down to the wire, and I needed to make a decision. So I started trying on options again, determined to decide and just commit to something. In that process, I put on this dress and I did a little shimmy shake. And I knew immediately that it was right. And I showed Nate, and he could tell by the look on my face that this was it. And he said knowingly, "You got that out of your closet, didn't you?" Yes, I did. Friends, I just want to remind you that doTERRA is your closet. I hope that after 3 days, you can walk away with confidence that doTERRA has everything that you were looking for, and that gives you the confidence, the shimmy that you need to move forward with solid vision for your future. When I was just 30 years old, I stepped into this doTERRA closet, and it brought strength to my depleted body, health to our finances, and confidence to me as a young mom of 4. Now I am 42, and I've almost lived through this entire age bracket, 30 to 45-year-old women who care deeply about their own health and the health of the people that they love. I'm going to show you how to thrive as a 30 to 5-year-old woman as you navigate one of the most demanding and rewarding seasons of life. 30 to 45 is the peak and pinnacle age of career building and often parenthood. We are juggling our own social calendars, reproductive clocks, play dates, PTA meetings, and deadlines while picking up dirty socks, thawing dinner, bouncing a baby, and trying to think about a workout. The juggle is real and the struggle is real. We want it all, and we are at an amazing age to be, do, and have it all. The key problem is that the glorification of busy is causing burnout. There has never been a more important time in life to replenish nutrients and catch deficits before complications arise. VMG Plus just made our lives a whole lot easier. With schedules that require bottomless energy, B vitamins are vital for energy production. Drinking your vitamins, minerals, and greens support cellular energy, glowing skin, and the cellular integrity needed to manage the chaos that we all swirl in. My dark secret is that swallowing supplements is a daily challenge. And with all the other plates that I spin, I'm looking to press the easy button on this habit. This is not a shortcut, but this is a biohack. Ladies, the first thing that you want to consume in the morning before you press the glorious sound of that espresso machine is VMG Plus. Mix up this liquid magic, knowing that you just jump-started your day and your energy production and fueled your body with the nutrients to keep your skin vibrant from the inside out. VMG is going to work for you while you are working for everyone else. I am thrilled to have an alternative to swallowing a handful of supplements, and so are my kids. Most kids do not have a diverse microbiome because they have picky palates, and VMG Plus has a vast variety of vegetables to fill that void. That, plus the liposomal technology to ensure absorption, means that this habit packs a big punch. I like to stack all of my habits, so while I'm taking VMG Plus, I'm also sure to take my omegas. Many of you are still in those peak reproductive years, while those of us in our glorious 40s are heading into the next phase of hormone changes. Luckily for all of us, omega-3 fatty acids have been shown to support healthy menstrual cycles. While we whirl around in life, family, and careers, we know that preserving our youth is important. Yet life is often moving too fast, and it can be difficult to find time for self-care. But you do have 2 seconds. And 2 seconds is all it takes to swallow your E Omega Plus, which can minimize the signs of aging and support a balanced nervous system, meaning that you can keep all of those mental tabs open and actually have the bandwidth to support it. In a world where our focus is constantly distracted, omegas are a hero to cognitive function. Our children, if they are old enough to swallow supplements, can also benefit from the mental clarity, focus, and healthy hormone development and gut support that the E Omega Plus offers. You've probably heard the saying, if mom isn't happy, nobody's happy. This is very true in my house. The gut is like the mom of the body. And when we keep our guts happy, our whole body benefits. And one of the best ways that you can support your body, energy, and skin is by taking PB Restore. PB Restore is a way to hit the easy button for immune support, digestive support, clarity of thought, and glowing skin. This is another 2-second habit that I promise you have time for. As a mom of teens, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't wish that they had more brain cells. And I wrote this before I knew they were going to be here. PB Restore addresses the gut, that second brain packed with neurotransmitters, and supports the intricate activities of the gut. A healthy gut for teens often presents itself with clear skin, the ability to focus, and a stable mood. And a gut in need of restoration may be screaming the opposite. Supporting our teens during their peak developmental years is not just key, it's critical. If you want to influence your health, influence your gut.
Sorry.
If you want to influence your teens, just tell them this supplement is Sigma. They'll get it. When my kids were little, I used to agonize over their diets. I wanted to be sure that they were getting enough nutrients, and I would pack their smoothies with veggies for variety.
Sorry.
I cannot tell you how many smoothies were just rejected because my creative additives weren't really disguised. With the rising cost of groceries now and the inevitable fuzzy, forgotten cucumbers at the bottom of the refrigerator, all of you smoothie making mamas were just given a gift. doTERRA has made this easy. Add VMG to your smoothies or to 12 ounces of water and then divide it into cups for your littles. You can confidently share one packet with 2 to 3 children and they will gulp it down. No waste, no worries, and no moldy spinach. If your kiddos can swallow a supplement, the E-omegas are a great way to support their growing brains. And of course, the most popular kid supplement of all time, PB Assist Plus. I know this microencapsulated probiotic is packed with 7 billion AFUs, but I'm still convinced it's candy, and kids are too. My kids are older now, but I really do still agonize over their nutrition, and I want them to be fueled well by me so that when they are away from me and enjoying those not so good choices that teens make, I know their foundation is strong. VMG is a way to conveniently and quickly support their bodies on the go. We all want what's best for our kids. The morning routine that you can give them, the best one that you can give them is the same one that you will be taking yourself. VMG Plus, E Omega, and PB Restore. In addition to this foundation, teens today have more stress and occasional anxiousness than any generation before them. Help your teens to navigate their world with adaptive capsules. Inner confidence and stability is something they need, and it's something you can offer. VMG alone is a game changer for your health. When time is our most precious commodity, this will help you start each day with a quick habit that you can be proud of and benefits that you can reap from all day. You can enhance this habit with your omegas, and better yet, add the PB Restore. This simple routine has you swallowing 2 supplements and washing it down with VMG and setting an example for your future self that self-care does not have to take a back seat to busyness. 30 to 45 is a unique peak season of life. I want all of you and me to recognize the gift that this season is. It has the potential to be one of the most meaningful seasons of creating and producing that you will enjoy. Protecting this season by honoring your health is key. On top of the foundational wellness that I recommend, I will not go a day without MetaPower Advantage. I want to glow on the go. Giving my metabolic health all the phytonutrients that it needs to replenish my body is the way to do this. And I am not quite ready to look 42. I would like to keep people guessing. And recharge is another non-negotiable for me. Our cells are thirsty for magnesium and potassium and sodium and other deep ocean minerals that really support hydration. It's actually estimated that 45% of women could use more magnesium in their diet, and this is a great way to get it. And before you think that you're going to need another Stanley for all of these drinks, which I totally support, you can mix your VMG Advantage and your Recharge for a glow on the go beverage that is so good, you'll want to run for PTA president. But don't, build your business. I'm not here to glorify busy, but rather to show you that some of the most vital habits are actually the easiest. Glowing skin is a personal passion of mine. I'm definitely at the age where the habits of my 20s and my 30s start to show. I'm also too busy to spend time on a complicated routine. The new frankincense Nile wood stick has quickly become a key step to my very simple skincare routine. A frankincense stick should now be in every purse, hip pack, and diaper bag that you own. I am convinced that for every skin complaint you have, frankenstick is the answer. When we say yes to our health, we are also saying yes to the hopes and the dreams of our future selves and to the hopes and dreams of our kids. We can't afford not to create consistent habits. In addition to raising healthy kids, it is my goal to raise healthy grandkids and to be as vibrant as possible to enjoy them. If you remember anything, remember this. People do not decide their futures. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. Thanks to doTERRA, healthy habits are now the easiest decision of your day.
Thanks, Liza, for playing that. Absolutely love her. She hits on so many, not only, of course, great recommendations for what we should be doing, but just the stories and the little comments she made about the children and life. It's like so relate to those days I tried to sneak veggies in the smoothies. It worked like once and then never again. Anyway, I'm going to reshare. I have just a couple more slides to kind of reflect on what we just saw there. Hopefully you all enjoyed her too. I loved the slides that showed exactly what benefits each of the products had for this age group. So I took screenshots of them. So if anyone wants to grab those or share them with someone that you're thinking about, just let me know, because I feel like they're just so informative. And then this idea of good, better, best, I think is really important when we're thinking about ourselves, what we're going to do minimally, and then as we go up, how we can help our bodies, and then also recommend for our friends and family as well. And then I actually have tried the Glow on the Go recipe, and I kind of prefer doing it separately, but try it together. Everyone's different with the flavor and everything. I don't know why I like my recharge on its own. And it helps me drink even more water when I'm doing it separately, but give it a go because we do need that magnesium too that we're getting from our recharge. All right, and then I just wanted to close with that idea. doTERRA is like our closet, just like when she found her dress in the closet after thousands of returns, which I've done before too. But yes, doTERRA is our closet. So thinking about today's or tonight's call, what did you remember that was in your closet, or what is in your closet that you use frequently and you want to continue to use? Maybe pop it in the chat, or if you want to unmute yourself, we'll close with those staples in our closet that we want to continue to use and value and cherish. Something new in my closet is my Frank stick. I've been using that a ton. Love to put it right on my face, all my wrinkles. And then it actually has been really helping I get this like stress rash. I know it's not good, but I have one right now on my hands, and sometimes it cracks. So if you ever see me with band-aids on my hands, that's why. But after I've been using this a lot, and it has not been as bad at all. So my Frank stick is in my closet right now. Oh yes, and Ray's remembering to lean into her serenity stick again. Awesome.
I just post on the Facebook group. I would love for people to go enter and win. There's 5 entries and we need at least 10. But about what was in, just like I had to yesterday, I think I just posted it randomly because I had to refill my body wash and refill my body butter and refill my bath soap. And then when I was like cleaning out my my underneath my cabinets, then I was reminded of like 1 or 2 products that I don't use as often. That was in literally in my, I guess, closet underneath my sink. And that was like the under eye cream. So I busted that out. And the tightening serum. So just, yeah, there's so much. And I'm loving seeing the things that people are posting about that they love and can't live without. It's really fun to see the similarities and then some of the things that pop up in people. So go enter, tag your customers. I'm doing a giveaway of stuff, surprise stuff, just because I did it on a whim. So I wasn't really planning, but it'll be good stuff. But go enter. Share your closets with us. In this case, your bathrooms.
Perfect. Oh, and then I have 2 more things actually I forgot on the slide. Our events that are coming up, just reminders. The first one that's happening Saturday is our fall tour on Oahu. If you have not registered yet and you're on the fence, just go. You will not be sorry. You'll learn a ton. You'll get to connect with doTERRA, and they have a bunch of different swag things that you're going to be able to get. So you'll find out when you get there what those are.
Oops, I muted myself. Did that end up muting Kate, or could you guys hear Kate? You could hear Kate, Bernice? Yeah, okay.
Yay. Good.
Sorry.
So yeah, definitely go. I know Bernice is going, Liza's going, Ray's going, Janice is gonna go to, hopefully Fish is going. I see you on here too. So there's gonna be a bunch of us there. So connect so you guys can meet up and have a great time together. And then if you aren't able to go, then please save the date. We're going to have our own foundational class, our healthy habit hacks upcountry November 16th at Zacia's Hall. So please put it on your calendar because we're going to have a great event, and we're going to hopefully recreate some of the magic from Oahu on Maui and share with all of us, all of you. So it's always great when we come together to learn and, connect. It's what something on our millennial graph there was, we like to connect in person. So let's do that. Let's feed our, that balance of life and all the things that we need to be well. So please, please, please save the date, register. We need as many people registering so we know how much materials and things to bring. But the registration link is there, bit.ly/healthy habit hacks Maui. So please go ahead and RSVP as well. All right, those were the last announcements. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming on. We love that you love to learn, and hopefully you were reminded of something and learned something new tonight as well. All right, everyone, have a great evening.
Real quick, the Maui event is free. No charge for that. Totally free. So, but we are asking that people register. If people are not registered, then we won't be able to possibly have the goodies that we are giving away, and there will be goodies. So, okay. Thanks, everyone. Night.
Night.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks.